Here we are in Fynn, and I may be going the wrong direction. I'm Jeff, this is Ghost Knight Gaming, and we are playing the Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster. We are currently in the city of Fynn. I am trying not to get stabbed by a soldier, and hopefully make it to whatever my destination is. We're kind of exploring at this point, and try to make it out okay. Let's do a little bit of healing for the group. Just spend some MP, and then, yeah, you just keep punching, guys. Her cure has leveled up, so that's excellent. Now, I probably could take on some of these guys. Maybe not yet. I'm close. Close. I need more hit points. Some hit points for them, speaking of. Alright, I need to find my way around. I'm not finding what I'm looking for. That's the current dilemma. Test his blizzard. Well, apparently they don't have a lot of hit points because that didn't do a whole lot of damage. So that tells you how much damage we're actually doing compared to how much they can actually take when that absolutely shuts them down. And it was only doing like 5 damage. Oh, there we go. Blizzard leveled up. Her MP went up, her magic went up. That's excellent. Okay, so I need to go here. And I have to be very careful. I don't want to leave town accidentally. I don't want to fight these guys either, but we're going to have to do that anyway. So even she can take them out with her hit. He's almost doing 200 damage now. Alright, that's great. Definitely get our point across there. Alright, so I'm gonna stay along the edge. A sprinter. This doesn't seem good. Well, it missed us, so far okay. Everybody's pretty much full health anyway. And, well, guy's just gonna punch it into oblivion, so we stay along here. Oh, look, this bar outside. Why is the bar outside of the town walls? Why, I don't know, but that's what they're gonna do. Put it outside. It seems confusing to me. Make people work for it. Imagine going to the bar and getting a little too drunk and then having to try to wander back into town and not accidentally wander the wrong way and end up getting eaten by a monster on the outside of town. Just because your bar happens to be outside the walls. It's confusing. Damage is so inconsistent and kind of all over the place. It's really weird. They're trying to catch up into him and hit points. We still have magic to use. There we go. Top up our health a bit. Try not to talk to anybody because they will fight us. Sir, I must speak with you about your finest brew. Whoa, where do you think you're going? Customers aren't allowed back behind the counter. These Imperials are as ill-bred as they come. Hey. You're with the rebels. You'll find a secret door in this wall. There's a wounded soldier back there. See if you can help him. What am I gonna do? I've had it with this place. You guys can take it from here. Don't let us down. Did he just walk out? Is he abandoning us? Expecting us to take over his bar? I don't think we even think we're old enough to drink. Alright, Sir Lay here. Are you going to turn me over to the Empire? At least have the decency to kill me first. I don't want them to take me alive. So, you're rebel soldiers, are you? My name is Scott. I am a prince of Kashuan. Wait, we thought you were dead. Gordon's gonna want to know about this. Prince Scott, we were told you fell in the battle. Oh, thank goodness you're still alive. I am, but not for much longer. Oh, maybe we won't tell Gordon about this. I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. There's something you must tell my brother, Gordon. Tell him I know he has great strength. He must learn to have more faith in himself. I also have a message for the king. Tell him the reason Fynn fell so quickly is that Count Borgen betrayed us. He has been made a general in the Imperial Army. Traitor! There is one more thing. Tell Hilda I wish we did that thing with the swing. I mean, tell Hilda that I love her. Same thing. No, don't deliver that last message. Confessions of a dying man. They would only bring her pain. My brother Leon. Have you heard of him? I am sorry, but I have not. I wish I could be of more help. Here, I want you to take my ring. I'm sure it'll be of use. Maybe it's all this talking, but I've grown extremely tired. I'm reminded of a line in Legend of Dragoon. Shut up. Talking makes you die. Or something to that effect. I'm not phrasing it perfectly, but yeah. If you'll excuse me, I just need to rest. Just for a little while. He just collapses to the ground. Why do they disappear when they're dead? I'm so confused. You obtained Scott's ring. Did he have like a magical suit of armor and a sword? You know, stuff that we'd use to save the kingdom? Just asking for a friend. Alright, so there's nobody to run this bar. We don't want to pick a fight with any of these guys. And now we gotta get out of town. Thankfully that part was easy. Like I said, just wander out. Okay, now we gotta somehow get ourselves back to Altea. We have a lot to tell them about. It's probably not gonna be great. Let me just walk off. Gotta love that they celebrate and then walk off. Leave the bodies behind. Just need all the coin. Gonna deal with all these guys and make our way back. Try not to get into too much trouble. We should be fine. 8. Kind of weird how they break down what gives gil to us. Because I guess we need to know which one is giving us more gil. I guess? I don't know. Some strength went up, some points went up. He's got 316 hit points already. Doing pretty good. So yeah, if we follow this world map, if we go, I can't actually just scroll. No. If we go to the west of Altia, there's a little swamp area that we can get to, and the enemies there are quite difficult foes. So it's one of those, if you do a lot of the early grinding and leveling to build up your hit points, once you get to a certain point where this stuff really isn't doing anything, fighting yourselves isn't really doing much, and you want to actually fight enemies to, say, build up your weapon levels, you can head to that area. It is dangerous, and I mentioned it before. One of the biggest problems of doing that is, you know, you can see that, you know, we don't have great gear. And that's the linchpin, is that until our gear gets better, even, you know, having lots of hit points and stuff, we're going to take a lot of damage. We're going to deal with a lot of status ailments. This game is very notorious for really bad status ailments in this, even more so than Final Fantasy 1. And Final Fantasy 1 had some pretty nasty status ailment problems, right? Almost every type of undead could either paralyze you or put you to sleep or something similar, and that is absolutely terrifying when usually undead showed up in large groups. Now you'll notice in this one, the enemies don't really show up in as larger groups, so we're not worried about, oh my gosh, we're going to fight off 15 of them, or 9, I think is usually the max that show up. But anyway, it's close. It feels like that, right? You know, one of the dilemmas there is that, yeah, your party can get overwhelmed unintentionally. You know, if they happen to ambush your party, and then it's like, that's it, you're done. You're getting toasted by the encounter because of that. Now, because we're going back to town, I'm going to do a little bit more of this, raise some MP and some hit points here, because it's not a terrible idea to do while we're on our way back, and we're going to be going and staying at the inn anyway. Might as well work on it. So it helps. Alright, there we go. And you can take that guy out while you guys do that. Yeah, our guy needs some more MP right now. I want him to be our backup healer as best we can, so there we go. There's some more MP for him, more hit points, because why not? Right, why not? It's a walled city, so I suppose it's more defensible than some of the other places they could be going to. There we go, do all that, raise. Didn't quite level up, but that's okay. Alright, let's go hit the inn, and then we gotta go give everybody the bad news. Alright, so let's start with the one that we can see right now. Alright, buddy. That ring, it's my brother's. He really said all those things about me? Yes, he did. So, I can't tell if he has a beard or not. A beard on his face. It kind of looks like a beard on his face. Alright, next in the bad news raid train here, let's go see the king. Okay, no, we can't actually tell him anything. Alright, so we have to go give his girlfriend the terrible news. Oh, I guess I could have gone to the magic circle. I don't know why. Alright, our password is Wild Rose. Remember it well. Yeah. That ring belonged to Scott. Is he alive? He gave us this ring in Fynn just before he lost the last of his strength. That is the very polite way to say He's dead. Yeah. Did he say anything? No. Nothing. You should have told her anyway. I feel like we should have told her anyway. Your Highness, please. This ring belongs with you. No. Keep it. It suits a personage of courage. What am I going to do with it? You infiltrated Fynn and returned to tell the tale. You've proven yourselves quite capable. It would seem I underestimated your strength. I would have you lend that strength to our cause. Well, you know what? Now I don't wanna. There is a magical metal known as mithril, and we need strong warriors if we are to obtain it. Alright. Okay. We lost Fynn because we were ill-equipped. No, actually because of a traitor. The Empire fought with weapons and armor made of mithril. I have charged Joseph, a man living in Salamand, with the task of finding a source of mithril. I do not know the cause, but we've been out of contact with him for some time now. Will you go with Minwu to Salamand to look into this? No. Okay. I heard Her Highness's words, and have waited here for you since. To reach Salamand, we must first pass through the port town of Palom. Take my canoe, and let us be on our way. Hey hoo, we got a canoe! Minwu has joined the party. So this is another interesting thing that they added in Final Fantasy II. There were a lot of firsts in Final Fantasy II. Now we've got some staple stuff that we've already experienced. Canoes. Now we can go and cross rivers and stuff like that. So now we have to find the port town of Palom. Palom. Because there's two O's. Palom. Well, we also have a canoe, and we also have a guest party member. So this is a first already, where we have a character that joins in that's, in theory, is supposed to be actually better than us in everything that we do. And he's got some pretty good, like, look at that spirit, 48. An okay intellect, he's got good stamina, so he'll actually gain good hit points, a magic of 40. So the funny thing is also, unlike other games that have guest characters, these guest characters can actually be improved. Like they're not like static in earning experience. They'll actually earn experience with us, so you can actually power them up as well. And that's actually something that I'm more likely to have to need to do, is to power them up, because I mean, right now we're kind of okay. Look at this spell list. Look at all these spells that he has access to. So things like Asuna. So this is an important explanation. There are two types of Asuna. There's Basuna and Isuna. And this distinction is actually really important. Basuna is for status ailments that wear off after battle. So poison, sleep, that kind of stuff. These wear off after battle. So that's what this cures, is stuff that you cure in battle. Isuna cures other status ailments. Now the second important thing to know about these two abilities, and some of the other abilities as well, is that they are more effective the higher they level up. That's obvious, but also what status ailments they can heal is affected by their level. So the higher level it is, the more status ailments it can affect. So it can only affect a couple at the beginning, and then you got to get it up to level 3, up level 6, to, and get it towards max level if you want it to be able to do stuff. Which means that there is a lot of time spent leveling this stuff up if you want them to be effective, especially later on in the game. Now I'm going to fight these guys, maybe fight a couple other things before we make our trip to Palom and continue on our quest. Thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give me a like if you enjoyed this. Check out my Twitch channel if you want to chat with me live. And the important part is to have fun, keep gaming, and I'll see you guys again next time.